started by introducing to you one of the sponsors of this event tonight, and that is Mr. Bill Michaels, who is president of Lear-Siegler Rapistan Division. Mr. Michaels?
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure this evening to represent the sponsors, Rapistan, Lear-Siegler, Wood Radio, WGVC, WGVK, channels 35 and 52, and the city of Grand Rapids. We've got a tremendous program for you this evening. Gary outlined it for you. We started the program sometime an hour ago, I guess, Gary, and wasn't the Grand Rapids Symphony Orchestra just super tonight? John Verneau and his crew did a tremendous job. I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of the sponsors with us this evening. First, George Lott, General Manager. George, of WGVC, WGVK, channels 35 and 52. WGVK is beaming tonight's performance to the PBS network across the U.S. and Canada. And also, for those of you that would like to see the program again, it'll be on channel 35 this Sunday at 2 o'clock. Next, I'd like to introduce Mike LaRue, president of Wood Radio, AM and FM. Mike? Wood Radio is also broadcasting the performance live. And on the way home this evening, as you've already been told, we have the Gary Allen in the chopper to direct some traffic for you, so stay tuned to Wood Radio. I'd also like to now, on behalf of the city of Grand Rapids, introduce Mayor Gerald Helmholdt. Please come up, Jerry, and say a few words.
Thank you very much. And again, a very welcome to all of you who are here, and a very special welcome to those who have joined us in our national, international television audience. Particularly for those folks who are not familiar with Grand Rapids. Maybe some of you here in our audience are just visiting the state, but also for our television audience, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about our great city. First of all, we're nestled over on the west side of the state of Michigan. We're about 30 miles from beautiful Lake Michigan, and right where we are broadcasting at this moment, we're on the edge of our great Grand River. And it's a beautiful Grand River where you can catch trout and coho that are that long. And I'm not kidding, am I? We have a wonderful city. We're very proud of it. We're sitting here in front of the Ford Museum. Directly across the river at my back is our beautiful downtown, which has many new office buildings, new proposed hotels, new proposed housing, new revitalized retailing. We have great neighborhoods, homes, many of them within a few minutes' drive of downtown Grand Rapids. It was interesting, at a recent article in the Wall Street Journal, they cited that Grand Rapids is the Atlanta of the North. Isn't that pretty super, isn't it? Well, you know, one of the reasons why that is because besides having good jobs and good industry and good business and good neighborhoods, we have a great quality of life. We have festivals like our 4th of July festival like we're doing right now. We had a festival just 3 weeks ago on the other side of the river where we had over 500,000 people downtown Grand Rapids. We're going to have another festival coming up in celebration in September where we'll all gather in this lawn to watch another marvelous show of fireworks and music. And we have ethnic festivals that go on throughout the year. We have a great city, a great quality of life, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. With that, I'm going to give you Gary Bazner.
Let me make one final note. I want to give a special thanks to the committee and the many volunteers with us this evening. And truly, without them, this show just wouldn't go on. There are the folks in the white T-shirts that say Lear-Siegler Wood Radio across the front.
Drowned out by the more humdrum noises of everyday life.
The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. quite sure whether this was a day to lie on top of a beach blanket or cuddled beneath it. Still, there were those who ventured into the water, and as winds increased, so did the speed of the windsurfers and sailboaters. There were fish to be tempted, and hamburgers to be grilled when the fish didn't bite. There were parties under tents.
That's what Tony the Tiger says, and Battle Creek is only a few miles south. All right, we're going to get rolling with the program here very shortly. Once again, we do sincerely thank the people from Lear Siegler who have put in hours upon hours upon hours for this broadcast tonight. And my boss, who continues to pay me. I want to thank him personally. Without him, my kid... Now, well, we won't get into that. But at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the conductor for tonight's concert, the senior music director of the Armed Forces, the leader and commander-in-chief of the United States Army Band, Colonel Eugene W. Allen. And now, from Washington, D.C., Pershing's own, the United States Army Band. The United States Army Band opens the program this evening with a very patriotic selection by Alfred Reed. Narrating the text, which was written by Max Winkler, will be the regular announcer for the band, the voice of Pershing's own, Sergeant Major Bill Fox. The work is entitled Testament of an American.
Here I stand with my right hand over my heart, looking up to heaven with tears in my eyes, and thanking God for the privilege of fashioning a prayer for my native land. A land consisting of 50 kingdoms, each bigger, better, greater, richer, and freer than any kingdom or piece of land on the face of this earth. A land that has given me freedom and protection, as well as spiritual and material riches, with countless opportunities to share all of them with the more unfortunate and with my family and friends. A land I should be sorry to have to leave, because it's a sequel to God's paradise. And it would be a sad moment indeed if anyone not to be able to hear the golden tones and the silver words that are the song that is America. I have stood on this good earth of my beloved land for many, many years. And this same good earth will one day be with me forever and ever. I thank God for this privilege denied to so many in offering this prayer as a testament for all Americans.
Dr. Edwin Franco Goldman was certainly one of the great band leaders of our century. For years, he conducted the famous Goldman Band in New York City, which performed many outdoor concerts in Central Park. When the people of Europe were liberated and the end of World War II was at hand, the church bells and chimes on both continents rang out in a celebration of joy, victory, and liberty. Beautifully captured in this march by Dr. Goldman, the Chimes of Liberty. Joseph Wilcox Jenkins was for 3 years arranger and composer for the United States Army Band and Chorus. He is currently on the faculty of Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, where he is head of the Department of Theory and Composition. From his many all-American compositions for concert and band, here is Joseph Wilcox Jenkins' American Overture for Band. United States Army Band, and Colonel Eugene W. Allen. Doesn't he look like a nice person for a colonel? Huh? And I've had the opportunity of spending quite a few moments with him backstage, and I must say, he is just as nice as he looks.
War, like the Civil War a century before, strained the moral fiber of the nation. Many who protested that war in the 1960s, and some who broke the law to do so, justified their actions on the basis of conscience. If the war was unjust, the protester was saying, then his sense of patriotic duty would lead him to defy the law. Rather,
Things for our country. Of course, a tune that you'll be hearing later tonight, which typifies any celebration of any kind when it has to do with our history, is the Stars and Stripes Forever. Had a divinity involved in that. He said, to be a composer, to do music that you love, you have to believe in God. Well, the next selection on this program this evening was written by the March King, John Philip Sousa. A march to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birthday of the father of our country, who was born, of course, in 1732. So here it is, the George Washington Bicentennial March. We are rapidly approaching a very short break, which we'll have to take for about a minute or so in just a moment, as the rest of the national PBS network throughout the United States and also in Canada gets their opportunity to join us as we will work ourselves into their programming. And to keep us in the spirit of such, and this is a spirited holiday.
Minutes, 50.64 seconds. That's 2 seconds off the old mark. The Firecracker 400 stock car.